can stop you from being deceived. If you try to find out what's up my sleeve, you can figure out what a bag of means. If you try, nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can.
Yeah.
You was solo on the shop today, bro?
Right.
Yo,
Hey,
what's going on? What's going on? I was trying to put my headphones in, make sure I hear everything. You know what I mean?
Hey,
take your time, whatever you need, sir. The floor is yours.
Hey, and it says hers, so I don't need nobody talking. I got a wife. It's my wife.
It's the true, authentic Reggie, though. It's the authentic.
What's up,
Reggie.
baby?
Ain't no
What's up?
fraud in them, bro.
how you doing,
I'm
man?
I'm good, man. When you messaged me earlier about being coming down with something, I was actually getting on to message y'all and be like, look, you know, I'm a little sweaty and stuff right now. I took my wife to Biltmore, so I think somebody got me sick while we was out there. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, we good. Other than that, we good.
That's what's up. I seen your pictures. Look like y'all had a lovely time for Valentine's Day.
Great time. So after you've been together for 20 some odd years, you got to figure out something. So you hear the. Yeah, so I've been with my wife since we was 13.
Damn.
So
got married at 14.
you know, being in the culture, we waited 12 years afterwards to get married. You know what I mean? But we here still, we kicking it. 2 kids, you know, living and loving life, man. You know what I mean?
I love that. So
Right.
you got what
That's
we
a fact.
call
Somebody I grew up with.
Right.
So, you know, when you in that relationship, you growing up, you learning each other, because from technically kid status,
Right.
to 36 years old now, you know what I mean? So you learn as you go, you know what I mean? You definitely learn as you go.
Man, hey, that's a beautiful thing. Me and the wife been together 7 years. Yeah. Man, I respect that. That's a beautiful thing.
Appreciate you.
Definitely. I'm the same, man. I've been knowing, me and my wife been married for about 9.5 years.
Oh.
I've been knowing my wife.
Right.
So y'all got that communication. Y'all got that communication. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Gift they keep giving. Oh yeah, mostly for us though. You know what
I
I'm
bet
saying?
that's a whole nother podcast, man. That's a whole nother podcast. You know what I mean?
Right. It's beautiful.
Can somebody turn the air on in this house or something?
What's the temperature where you at, bro?
Man, I don't know right now, but in this house, it is hot. It is hot. I'm sweating. I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera, but I am sweating.
Hey, this weather been crazy. Like I went out today, I had shorts on.
Yeah.
But
see, my mama would say that's pneumonia weather, though.
Man.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So you stay away from that, man.
Absolutely. My science is already trying to put me underground. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, YOLO. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely. I got to fight with that dog. So yeah, we're gonna put up. We're not gonna fight with him struggling to try to muscle him.
Right. You gotta be comfortable. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't know what's going on. We're gonna get him through that thing. Problem. So let me ask you, Reggie. Now that we got you on there,
Hey, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Everybody that's on right now, I know you have to be familiar with who Cuts by Reggie is. If you're not familiar with who Cuts by, get familiar.
Cuts by Reggie everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, all platforms.
All platforms. Even putting it down for a minute. I initially discovered Cuts by Reggie on YouTube. Before I saw you on Instagram. I watched you on YouTube for man, it feels like years. It was definitely before I cut hair. And Reggie has always been like the go-to guy before I go. You know what, bro?
What's that?
It just hit me, man. You know how much money you
Now
saved, man?
look, that's what I do it for. You know what I mean? I spend my money so I can kind of, help people out.
It just dawned on me until now. I'm sorry. I was into a whole little
Yeah.
groove. I was getting us there.
Hey, I'm glad that the
Save me there.
videos and stuff can help somewhere, you know what I mean? Somewhere down the line with different people, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. So don't let me spill the beans. In your words, man, talk to the people who may not be familiar with Cuts by Reggie. Let them know what you're about, man, what you represent, and what your content, what they're gonna
My
find
thing is
when they go
basically reviewing. I know I say reviewing, but I don't like to say reviewing. It's just giving my opinion and my usage, my thoughts when I'm using different products, different clippers, trimmers, blow dryers, and stuff like that. Just so you can, because with it being so many products dropping every month. And there's so many new companies popping up. Everybody's main thing is, especially if you're a newer barber, it's what you should get or what works best for me. So my thing is to kind of just be like, hey, you can try it if you want, but you might not want
Right.
to. You know what I'm saying? Or it's definitely worth the money. You know what I'm saying? So and then and not only with it being so many products, with it being so many products, but also the pricing of the products is crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I'm in a position to be able to grab a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? And then now some people send me stuff too. So that's a good thing. But that's my main thing. You know what I mean?
Could you foresee how long have you been cutting? And where are you originally from Knoxville?
Yeah, I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, born and raised. I've been cutting for 10. This year actually made 10 years.
Wow.
So I've been cutting 10 years. It'll be 10 years in May.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and that's my birthday month too. So we celebrating everything. You know what I'm saying? And but I've been on YouTube, I guess since the pandemic, since 2020. Me and my kids started their YouTube. They taught me into starting YouTube, and that's where I kind of just blew into what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? See, those are the gold nuggets that I love to hear. So, hey, on behalf of your
appreciate you.
YouTube
Appreciate
subscribers,
you.
Instagram followers,
Yeah.
thank you.
Look.
So
they taught me into doing it. So we all trying to motivate each other to do YouTube. They don't even do YouTube no more. They done grown up and getting into females and stuff. They don't care about no YouTube right now. Yeah. So I'm doing what I can with trying to grow that platform a little bit more than what I got right now. You know what I mean? It's a slow grind, but it's going. It's definitely going.
Right.
Man, so cutting for 10 years, AJ Blends has a great question, man. He said, what inspires you most about being a barber?
Because I never had the ideal of even being a barber. You know what I mean? So before I started cutting hair, I was working at Target. You know what I mean? And then talking to my barber about being tired about jumping from job to job and stuff, he just threw out there to kind of like, hey, you should start cutting hair. And I blew it off because I never cut hair before that. You know what I'm saying? Never. And not until I went to barber school did I even touch a clipper. You know what I mean? So yeah. So once I started doing that, I went through the school. What inspired me in the beginning was because I did music before, and I felt where I failed in my music. So I didn't want to bring that energy into the barbering, not knowing, So I did music I did music mostly my whole life before cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? And I know where I failed at when I did my music.
Okay.
So without me, with that, what inspired me in the beginning was not wanting to bring those same ideals and failures into the barbering, not knowing where it could take me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what inspired me in the beginning. Okay. What inspired me now is I like just cutting hair now. Like I just fell into it. It's like, it's fun now. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely sharpen the skill set over
the years. And I appreciate that.
You're still improving. I can see
were you artistic? Like I know Sean has an artistic background. Like were you artistic?
Man, as far as like drawing or anything, so yes and no. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty good. Like I won in fourth grade, I won a competition for a drawing to be on a stamp,
Okay.
a U.S. stamp. So
Oh, but he got his heart.
so I was, so I just throw that out there like, yeah, you just throw it out there. But as far as art, the only art that I was doing was my music. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot into that, and trying to figure that out. As far as anything else, not really. You know what I mean?
But you just jumped down. You was just tired and just looking for another way.
Just dove right into it, and even in the beginning, I still didn't know what barber and barbers from your hood and from your city. They've been cutting for years. But as far as knowing what it will bring to me right now, in the beginning, I was, you got to take them 2 years, 3 years, just watching everybody else get it. You know what I mean? So you just got to be there waiting for everybody. You waiting for somebody to say, I'll let you cut my hair today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You at the end of the basketball bench waiting for the coach.
Come on.
Like,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, let's see what you can do. Hey, I just seen somebody in here. 23
That's what's
years,
up.
this coming October.
That's what's up, Mo. That's what's up.
That's boy. Congratulations on that, man. Make sure that when we get out here around your celebration, you let us know so we can bring you up and you can give us that 23 game, man. Let us know what's going on for 23.
So once we got into it, how long did it take you to really get comfortable and say, I think that's what I want to do?
It's probably about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Because I got my kids, so I would practice doing cuts on them, and then boy, they got all kind of designs and they got everything. You know what I mean? But I never really felt like this is what's gonna make me sit down from everything else. So I was still trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, because in my mind it's like I was supposed to work at a warehouse, work in a factory somewhere, get a retirement, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I had to, they tell you to unlearn something. You know what I mean? So I had to unlearn that, and then about 4 or 5 years watching because the guys that owns the barbershop I work at, they've been cutting 30 plus years. So I'm just soaking up everything from them as I go. You know what I mean? So after that 5th year, we started going. You know what I mean? We started going.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. So everybody in the live right now, Reggie is giving you his background, and we're going to start to ask some more powerful questions in a second. But before we do, make sure you share this live.
Let's do that.
So that we can get more people in.
Go ahead and do that now.
You understand the benefit of this live. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. So make sure you share that message with more people so that they can reap those benefits as well. If you're not already following, click up here and follow I Cut My Way Out _pod. If you're not already following Reggie,
hey, you putting pressure on me right now. You putting that pressure on me right now.
I'm glad you stand up to it. Look, I'm not.
Hey man, I appreciate that, and I appreciate the my guy Tyler in here, believer Barber, for saying that too, for throwing that out there about watching me in barber school too. He from Knoxville as well. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
Inspiration. I'm watching him in Knoxville.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it.
Okay, that's what's up, bro. So I got from Knoxville, man. One of my mentors actually from Knoxville.
Oh yeah.
By the name of KZ Cuts.
Yeah.
He do the he MLB trade show in Nashville. My mentor, man. When I was starting out, he's actually who told me about you. When I was out in the barbering game, I was in the barber shop. The table where you feel me. He like, hey, it's time to go take your test. You didn't got comfortable. Complacency is not how you want to start off in the business, right? And before you go out and buy all these clippers, you go on YouTube, check out my boy Reggie. He gonna everything you want to buy. He didn't buy.
I appreciate that too. Shout out to KG. Definitely shout out to KG.
Most definitely.
Let's go.
We got some questions in here. We got more in this thing.
Just look. Just little OJ. Just little OJ, man. You know what I mean? It's just little OJ.
That's all right. appreciate you.
Hey, I
Letting us
appreciate
get
y'all,
up
man,
for
for
do a little
sure.
conversation thing. Violated in no way, right? So the question down here, you got from Barber Pink. Oh, Barber Pink Barber.
Absolutely.
Back. She's been in a few episodes. We want to shout you out more because you are a what do you call it? A consistent viewer, and we really appreciate you for supporting the brand, supporting us, and in tune with us. Her question tonight was, what is your best advice for someone getting started on social media?
My main thing is just post. Just post, because the main thing is, especially what happened with me is when I first started doing YouTube, I was trying to find the perfect angle for stuff, the perfect video idea, but really the only thing, because you won't learn anything until you just start posting and failing and going through the process of it. So my best advice is just to start posting and then figure it out as you go. You get what I'm saying? Like you'll figure out, because like a lot of people that ask me, when you do your videos, you do your phone, you use your camera. I started off with my phone, just got a camera. You know what I mean? So
What you get?
that I got the Sony A6000.
Okay.
So I got it. Well, not just. It's been a few months.
Okay.
So some of the later videos that I've been recording haircuts and trying to figure out my haircut angles and stuff, that's been with my actual camera. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, everything on Instagram is just my phone. You know what I mean? Like I think the phone, the way the phones are today, no matter what, as long as you got an updated phone, the cameras are pretty decent on most of them. You know what I mean? So that's the best thing I say. Just start posting and start figuring it out, and then as you go, you'll figure out why you doing social media.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is it for money? Is it to promote your brand? Is it to get numbers on social media? Then you'll figure out why you're doing it. And once you do that, then stuff get a little easier.
Speak on that. Do not let this. This is the moment we have you on this podcast right now. What you did was you just brought up something that's not discussed enough in the barbering social media space, right? I think there is so much emphasis that needs to be put on that, because so many people we're mechanical in our practices. I mean, it's easy to mimic what you see and mimic what you see, but if no self-attachment to what you're doing, that's going to be able to
But see, I understand that, because you know one thing, and this is not to throw at anybody. I just talk what I talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when you see one person do a video about cutting somebody's hair on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying? They start doing that and it start working for them. You know what I'm saying? Then you start doing it, but you don't have the attachment to that content.
Absolutely.
So now you just doing it because somebody else doing it. You know what I mean? So and it's cool to pick up ideas and certain things from people, but when you completely just take it fully, sometimes it's noticeable and people don't draw to it like they would with somebody else. You know what I mean? So you'll figure it out eventually. You know what I mean? Like
that's the point. I
you put that in your chest, bro.
Put that way, and I'm trying to pick up. I watch Shy and our other co-host and kind of watch them, and I'm learning. Being a little old, I'm learning the game. But man, that was well said. You put that perfect.
Appreciate that.
Bro. Yeah. This is what we want, bro. Because everybody has that something, right? Everybody has a different perspective on the same ecosystem.
Yeah.
We all have a different set of eyes on it. That perspective that you just offered is one that a lot of us, it may never even come across our minds to consider. We just going up against the wall, hoping something stick. But the minute it's just like when you do put out content. Here's a little tip for everybody. If you put out content and you're able to associate your content with an emotional response from the viewer, guess what? It's going to get engaged a lot.
Right.
As an emotional response. But in order to have that, what you present got to be right. So you have to have some kind of attachment to it.
Yeah.
I love it. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Let you
look, I'll be if you watch my videos, you know I'll be rambling. I'll get in the mode and just start going. You know what I'm saying?
So,
you saying everything I'm thinking, so I'm
so
with
with
it.
the whole
I'm
Clipper
with it.
review, as you just said what you said. So I imagine, you know, you're a Clipper guy. You love Clippers, I imagine.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
you just started getting those and just giving your honest opinion, and you
yeah.
know, in terms of what each tool did, and as a way, it just organically picked up, and now here we are.
Yeah. So, and in the beginning, I didn't even do YouTube to do reviews.
Okay.
And so that goes into me figuring it out what I was wanting to do. So I would just take my Instagram clips
Okay.
and then put them on YouTube
Okay.
and then let that go, right? So the first review that I did, I wasn't trying to do reviews, but it was a clipper so bad,
Mm.
in my
All
opinion,
right.
it was so bad. I was like, look, I gotta tell y'all about this clipper,
Right.
right? And it was actually the alpha from Gamma. You
Okay.
know what I mean? I did not like it. I talked about it, and that's when they hit me up after that video and was like, "Yo, let's talk." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Really.
Yeah. So like that's when
Really?
they first was like, "Hey, so why you don't like that?" You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? So it's a
What you
great
good there?
thing. So
What you good there?
that's good for these companies. Some of them, you got Babeless and Stylecraft, which is Stylecraft Gamma. Those two companies are, and I've said it in my videos, those are the two companies that if they not listening, they act like they listening. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then they trying to put out different things that might draw more people into. They trying to be that big company. They trying to be that Andis, that Wow and
Oh,
stuff like that. So yeah, after I
I
put
agree.
that out, I did another one just to throw it out there, see how it go.
Right.
And then people started asking me, "Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?" So I just started. That's when I started doing the reviews. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was gonna do on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was already buying clippers anyway.
Right.
My wife already know. I was already.
Right.
I was, I, I was buying a lot of clippers. You know what I'm saying? So I had a bunch. So when somebody was like, "What you think about this?" Oh, I could pull that out. This is what I think about it. You know what I'm saying? So it
So nobody was more happy that you did it
right,
more than
because
keeping up with them
if
now.
y'all see my garage right now, it's just clippers.
Really.
Like it's some other stuff in there, but it's like
Oh
it's a
man.
mess of clippers.
So,
And I got a hoarding problem, but only with clippers.
how many pairs of clippers would you say you had?
I have no idea. Like
Really?
I
Say I'm not gonna put myself on the internet. Like,
I have no idea
Mm.
because you'll you'll look at my garage, you'll look at my trunk in my car, you'll look at my station at work. I buy them. After when I first started cutting, I didn't know what was good. Just like everybody else that come in the barbering,
Right.
you trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I would buy them, see how it feel in my hand. I didn't know a lot about the inside, so I started trying to learn a little bit about that. So even now, I'm still trying to learn the inside of different clippers and why they move like this. What makes this better than another clipper?
Mm.
Sometimes though, just another. You don't need all them clippers.
Right.
You don't. You don't need all them clippers. I do
nah.
it because again, so many do come out. So I throw it out there like, hey, if y'all looking for something new, try this.
I
You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I have a clipper fetish.
Huh?
I have a clipper fetish.
It, but it's our
Man,
industry though. You know what I'm
you took
saying?
the words out of my
Yeah.
mouth.
No, I'm not.
Are you at the shop today? Bro, you gotta see. This man he's neatly presented his clippers, bro. When he show you your clippers,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
somebody show their gut currency, bro. It's like, things right here.
But it's our industry though. You know what I'm saying?
So
So it's
neat,
good to
bro.
be into
It
your
is.
industry like that. You know what I mean? Like when I used to do music, I used to walk around with a producer. The producer had his MPC machine, so he ready to make a beat at the drop of a
Mhm.
dime. So when you into it like that, it kind of even. So I don't know if you say you got a clipper fetish. When your client sit in the chair, some of them can tell, hey, those new
Yeah.
clippers. You know what I mean? So that client
Oh,
might feel like, oh, he care about
Yeah.
this. because he trying out new stuff. He got the new spray machine. He got a new comb. You know what I'm saying? Like it just that little bit to a client can go.
Yeah.
It can
Oh,
go a long way.
Really,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
that's a great
Mm-hmm.
perspective. That's another one of them great perspectives. Real quick,
Yeah.
shout out Sweet Pea Cuts. We see you, man. I hope to see you in Texas.
Also,
Too. I hope you're gonna make it out
Flo
there.
Dre jumped
My
on,
boy,
so shout out to him as well.
What's up, Drake?
Cut
What's
Flow
up, Drake?
Drizzy is in the thing. Cut Flow, what's going on, Dre? How you living, bro? We got Freddie G112. That's my brother in this thing. He been harassing me on all day, but we gonna talk about him later. Let's see, we got everybody else here. So while you on here, if you're not following, make sure you go ahead and click up top right there. You want to click right there, and you want to follow. I come my way out _pod. Make sure you turn on your bell and notifications so you can see whenever we go live, post, whenever we might have some things coming up that you could be a part of. Everything will be posted on the I cut my way out _pod page first. Also, if you're not already, make sure you go down and show some love and support to Reggie, Cuts by Reggie. Reggie been doing this. He's been giving us everything that is and outs of himself, and
Hey,
we
I
loving it, man.
appreciate it.
He done gave us some deep insight. If you wasn't here earlier, you already missed out on one jewel, but we're gonna squeeze another one. You seem like he got the diamonds in him, so we're gonna keep trying to mine.
So we have somebody on here, and I would like to hear your response to this. Gio asked, "What are the best guards in your opinion?"
So I actually use a mix of guards. So for my half guard and my one, I use wall premium guards.
Okay.
For my 1.5, I use the Babeless, not the premium because they too thick. I don't like that. I
Okay.
just use the regular plastic premium. And for
Okay.
my 2 and 3, I use the double magnetics from Stylecraft. Those for me has been the guards at that length that has worked the best for me. You know what I'm saying? So as
Okay.
far as the best guards, I just use a mix. I try them out. You know what I mean? But it's really just trying them out. I say hands down though, if you just want to go with one set, it's the wall premiums. You know
Really?
what I mean? Those they fit on all your clippers. I mean, except for like fast feeds and masters, but they fit on all your clippers that you're gonna use, and then they feed through the hair a lot better than a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my top tier for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. Shout out Twin and Heavy D. That's actually, believe it or not, that's my second Tennessee barber
Yeah.
when I moved to Tennessee from Chicago. Shout them out, big shout out to them things
That's
that you
So
do
you
for me
got
and make the
you
noise.
got too cold up in Chicago, huh?
Oh, it's
It is
crazy. Come back, bro.
terrible
Come
up
back.
there.
No, never going back, bro. No. Even when I go back, it's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. It's too cold.
Man, it is
Love first
terrible up
time there. You
there.
feel me?
It's
Like I
terrible.
can't wait.
that's
Yeah,
rub it
it's
in.
horrible. It's horrible.
I mean,
Moose, the chosen one. I did not miss you, bro. I pinned it so I wouldn't miss it. All you got to do, if you have for anybody on here, if you want to schedule an interview, you want to be featured. If you feel like Mooch and your story, it's
Let's
time for
go.
you to tell your story. This is where you do it. We show up pushing the platform forward. If you part of this industry, you do deserve to be heard, and we willing to hear you. We want to talk to you. We want to know what's going on with you. Your perspective is unique to you, and because it's unique to you, it can be value to us. All you got to do is go up top, follow. I cut my way out _pod inbox. Hit that inbox on that page. We respond to all messages, and we'll get you on here.
absolutely. Also, let me for any of those following. Also, you can go to the YouTube. We have all the full interviews that we've done with numerous barbers. So even this one, and next week, and so you can catch up and get free.
Yeah, he was breaking up a
Whatever
little
you
bit,
was
but
breaking up
I
a little
got
bit,
it.
bro. I couldn't really hear.
Okay. Now I was just saying. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just telling the
Yes.
listeners and those who follow our page and jump on that they can go to the YouTube page as well. I cut my way out and follow, full that we've done. So
Okay.
it's subscribe, you get notifications for
Absolutely.
like this interview. You know, we'll have reels, but also they can catch the full interview if they come halfway in or they don't. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Barbie Pink Barber, we saw that. If you go on there, we gonna immediately recognize you because you've been around. So if you get not, we gonna immediately recognize you because if you hit us in the inbox, more than likely you'll be the first one because you supported us, you've shown us nothing but love since we started doing this.
That's what's up, too.
We definitely would love to get you on to hear your story. You always come with informative questions. You have well thought out questions. It's not just I just want to throw a question up there so I can be seeing you asking something. So we appreciate it.
Okay.
So yeah, the floor is always open to you.
So
Always open to you.
so Reg,
go ahead, bro.
I also had a question. Continuing to learn more about you as well, and soon as I'm done, also as you gain notoriety, has it been mostly your content, or are you also visible at air shows and trade shows and whatnot?
So I'm trying to get to being at more events. You know what I'm saying? So I've been to a few. Like I've been to the MLB down in Nashville. I set up a couple years ago. I got my own beard oil and beard products and stuff like that. So I set up a booth. But this year, like I'm going to CT. You know what I'm saying? Like I was supposed to go last year, but I'm going this year. I'm going this year. Yeah. So I'm the content. The content will continue to, be the main focus to help me grow. But I know I need to, again, going back to the music fails in life, I know I need to be in the face of more people, than I am now. So I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. That brings up a good question. Through your YouTube, Instagram, this live right here today, you come across as a very charismatic person. Like you have a big personality. It's a two question actually. The first part of that question is, with a personality like yours, did that have to be developed before you could put that into everything else, or did you already go barber like that?
No. So when I came in the barber, and again, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but the music, I just felt like I'm that guy. I'ma stand in a corner and let y'all come to me. You get what I'm saying? I ain't want to talk to nobody. I just wanted to. Y'all heard me, right? Y'all heard me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So even the first year or so in barbering, and I think that's what slowed me up on my clientele, because I wasn't that. Hey, who you waiting on? You got a barber, blah blah blah. I was just kind of like, y'all see me, I cut hair, so eventually you'll come to me. So over time, being in that environment, and luckily the shop that I work at are people that I've known some of my life. So before I even started cutting hair, so with them it was that family feel. So they kind of helped me open that up a little bit. So what I am now is way different, way different from 10 years ago.
It's a polished version.
Yeah, so I'm still working on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on me.
Hey, that's why I wear this.
You get what I'm saying? He ain't done with me yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on that. But it being in that environment of the barbershop, you meet so many different characters. Absolutely. You can't be that standoffish, like, you know what I mean? Like you got a few clients that might not want to talk, but the majority of people, once you're dealing with kids and dealing with people who they want to tell you their whole life story and stuff, you got to open up a little bit. So after over some years, I am who I am now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Tank be chopped. That's another brother. Are you familiar with Tank?
Definitely. Hey, shout out to Tank. Tank is my guy.
Let me pin it for you. I know you see it. We gonna pin
look. Tank is me just in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. So we both did music. We both started YouTube around the same time. We through YouTube we had this. We started conversating and stuff. And a collab need to happen, which was supposed to happen last year at CT, but I didn't make it to CT. So we got to figure out a way. Huh?
We all at CTD. I know I'm there. We at CTD.
I'm in there. I'm driving. I'm driving to CT.
Hands. Let me see a show of hands. I need to
Right.
document the internet. This is available forever.
Definitely in the
Let me see
business.
a show of hands.
Driving.
Hey, we can't see you, but put your hand up too, bro, because we got to see if you're gonna be there, bro.
That's the thing. That's my guy, man.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
good? Y'all good?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody here?
I can hear y'all now.
Yeah. We
Reggie,
good.
can you hear?
Yeah. But yeah, we definitely got to link up.
I'm so excited to go out to this CT Barber Expo.
Listen, Oz got me excited about it because at first he was like, nah, I don't, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna collect my acorns and put them up ready for. He was like, nah, bro, I'm going to CT. I already got a room. What you doing? Like,
hey, already ready to go.
What you gonna do? I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm definitely me and my wife will be in full effect. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely.
Can't wait, boy.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I'm telling you, okay.
And we can do this again.
No doubt.
At CT.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All that. 5,000.
Coming with
That's my element.
Yeah.
All that. But let me ask you this second question though, because I had a 2-part question, and I'm not gonna let it go because it's important to me. This is the part of the podcast. If you're not familiar with what we do here, I cut my way out. It's not just words. It's not just a notion. It's what we had to do. We had to change our environments with our skill sets, and some skill sets came last. Believe it or not, sometimes after you got dumped off into the environment. So my question was, be it that you came from that target background or the working background where you have to go through training, you have to go through the customer service, you have to go through the policies and procedures and all these other things that come, tangible things, right? It's a clock employee. I heard you say that you had to unlearn a lot of things. I'm interested in what things that you hold as your own core values and implement it into your barbering, and how long did that take?
The one thing that, and I tell people all the time when they come to the shop asking me questions about work schedule. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will come into barbering or any entrepreneurship, and they'll be like, I'm my own boss. I can work whenever I want, which that's true.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So especially in the beginning, I set a schedule. I'm 9 to 6:30. I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Like if I leave for lunch, I'm walking somewhere.
Facts.
I'm going somewhere close, and I'll be right back. You get what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna write a note and leave it on my mirror.
I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna be back. So that was one of the things, one of the main things that I kept with me. You know what I'm saying? But I've been working since I was 13, 14 years old. So that's it. Not to say it's hard to unlearn it, but you don't need to unlearn that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because you'll talk to some barbers, and they be like, man, I ain't been cutting all day. I ain't got no clients came in. Ain't nobody made an appointment. Well, what are you doing to let them know you in the shop? Are you letting them know that you don't have? So the main thing because I do walk-ins, you know what I'm saying? I do some appointments, but I do walk-ins. But when it comes to doing appointments and you not booked out for that day, what are you doing? Like, are you just chilling?
Right.
Are you posting on social media that I have openings? Or are you just in the shop? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have nothing to do, because with the way TV is right now, you can rewatch whatever you missed later on. You get what I'm saying? So being in the shop is the main thing with everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's especially now, when you later on in life, in the barbering, you can squeeze in, letting your people know, like, hey, I ain't gonna be in this week. But your first 3-4 years, you don't need to be taking no week off.
Right.
You don't need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to be taking no 3 weeks off talking about I'm going to Africa. You know what I mean? It just you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss something. You know what I mean? So
and I think that's part of those when you're learning them, be it that I come from the workforce too. Right? I got in barbering extremely late. I've only been barbering now for 4 years.
Okay.
Going on 4 years. Very late bloomer. Very, very late. I never picked up clippers until I started school.
Hey,
Like
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
just like yourself, right? But coming from that clock hour employee background, when you're learning those things, right? When those habits are being taught to you, you hate them because it feel like somebody got control of your life and they steer your life, driving it for you. Once I got into this, the first thing I recognized was, wow, there's so many unreliable, in control,
Man.
entrepreneurs in this business.
Yeah.
Everybody's a boss, but nobody has a
No. That's I'm sorry.
Go ahead, let me go.
They not bosses until they get to a certain level. You get what I'm saying?
Totally.
Okay.
Totally
So
agree.
everybody want to say that word, but they're not taking the right aspects of the boss. So you quit a 9 to 5, but as a entrepreneur, as a boss, you working longer than that.
Way longer.
You doing way more than that. You get what I'm saying? So
you should be doing way more than that.
You definitely should. Like even the social media, it to an aspect is extra, but that's also part. That's part of the work. Look. That's part of the work. You get what I'm saying? That's definitely part of the work.
Barbering is job A. Social media is job A2 or A1.
And you gotta put in some work for that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
This is the real thing though. We all have working backgrounds, right?
Right.
That's the beauty of it, because when you've been punching a clock and working for somebody else's goals, right?
Absolutely.
You get to do something for yourself, you really respect it that much more. My outlook is I was willing to work overtime and go balls to the wall for somebody else. I would do that 100 times over for
yourself.
And
yeah.
A lot of people get into it and you know, I come to find out that people who haven't had that experience in the workforce like me have, and have just been had the privilege or maybe it's not a privilege to just cut or do their own thing, they don't respect it and they lose out because it's so many other things that you take with motivation as well.
Yeah.
But working for somebody else, being prompt, you know, following rules and policies, you know, customer service, all these things that you do in other places, all those other assets you take with you, and that helps make a great barber. People alone don't make you a great barber.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think that guys who haven't had that kind of workforce background, right? As we all know, it's not everybody. You have some guys who came in it, they were handed down barbering like a family heirloom.
Right.
And although they never actively participated themselves, once they were participating, they was able to approach it in the most respectful way you can as far as the industry goes, the industry standard, right? Why that some can and some can't. What's the deciding factor with that?
I kind of think that you know, when something is given, it's not respected. When you have to work for something, you respect it more. So all of us can honestly say that we've worked jobs that we got up and hated going to. And so when you realize that, hey, I can get up, go do something I love, be able to socialize and be around people that I enjoy being around, yeah, you can do what you want to some extent and have your own schedule, right? But when you start dealing with the people and just the love of what you do, those things really don't even play personally into my head. Like, yeah, I can take off if I want to. I'm very willing to grind. I've worked so many jobs that I hated being.
Yeah.
Cutting full time. You good, bro?
I'm good, man.
I get up and I'm on my way to the shop. my feet hit the floor and I'm running, man, and I'm excited to get to the shop and take care of business and excited to get back home with the wife. I drive force. But I respect the clients. I respect the grind, the craft. I respect it all. I work for people, and I hated working for people.
Mm-hmm.
The word boss. That's
Yeah.
why I don't use the word boss.
Yeah.
I want to be nobody's boss, and ain't nobody gonna be my boss. I'll supervise you.
Right.
I could damn well do what I please. You know what I'm saying? It may come with consequences, but you know, I think this new era, you know, I'm a boss and listening to the music and all that BS, you know, just kind of go over their head a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
K Fox, what's going on? Diamond Edge K, what's going on, bro? What about you, Rich?
Yeah.
How you feel about that, man? What you think?
I think part of it is, and I'm gonna sound old, and I hate when I sound older. You get what I'm saying? But I think part of it is seeing social media. You get what I'm saying? So people will start cutting hair, and then they'll see social media, and then they want to compare what they're doing. Let's say a beginner, 2 or 3 years, to somebody who's been doing it for 15, 20 years.
Absolutely.
So when you see that person saying, you know, I'm at the Super Bowl cutting hair, or I just took my wife out of town for the weekend, they see that and say, oh, I can do that too because I'm my own boss. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So they some of them missing that grind, that work factor, and it's not even. I don't think it's people who hadn't had to work, because you, even at the jobs that you clock in and clock out, you still had people that clock in and they just chilling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's just affected certain people. So you know, I just think some people just looking at everybody else though, and trying to compare it to them, and be like, if they doing it, I should be doing it, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take a week off, or I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's just different people, different personality. You know what I'm saying?
Before you say
I
something, Shy,
agree with both of you brothers, as well as Tanky topic with the every client is your boss in some way or another.
Mm.
I agree with that. I also think that one of the biggest problems that we're seeing in barbering is social media.
Mm-hmm.
Big problem is people come into barbering so fast nowadays that they're coming in pursuing this finished product.
Yeah.
No one's showing them the journey to get to that point.
Mm.
A lot of times that leads to misrepresentation of what being a barber is. It
Yeah.
leads to representation of what being a professional is. And I can only assume that if you don't have a punch in the clock background, that's just going to be intensified. It's going to be magnified because you already don't have any baseline to compare it to. Where you somebody who kind of come from that working schmo background, you know what it feels like for that alarm clock to go off and not want to get out that bed and drag yourself to your job and put on the smile because you can't come in disgruntled, right? Work and be appropriate and be professional and be present enough to not be fired.
Right.
You know what that feeling. Right. Where when you come into a barbershop, now you're your own boss, you may feel all those freedoms of for me now. But that programming of I work for me, but still there. You know what I mean? So I think, man, it's again, platforms like this, conversations like this, networking like this.
Also, it's just nowadays, and again, it is what it is. Right. Nowadays, it's that hustling mentality that some people is missing. So when I was in high school, I sold burnt CD. You know, I sold CDs.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I burnt CDs off of Napster and Kazaa and sold them in the school. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's that hustler mentality that some people got. You know what I'm saying?
High school, bro.
Huh?
So what year of high school, bro? I gotta know.
What year of high school? I was doing that. I graduated in 04.
Okay.
You know,
I graduated in 05. You was doing that the whole high school.
So when I went to a cat in school, right? He was selling CDs. I ain't never have a computer or whatever. He sold CDs for $5, right? Mm-hmm. I remember the day my mama called me. She said, I bought us a computer.
Mm-hmm.
I said, cool. I'm about to learn how to make CDs. He sold CDs for $5. I sold CDs for $4.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Undercut.
you gonna undercut the market.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this going. You know what I'm saying?
Found out Reggie the reason for every drug war.
You know what I mean? Like that's just that hustling mentality that coming from where I'm from. You know, you had to do something. You had to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a lot of that
I
missing.
call it the Carlton Banks era.
Mm.
Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
you know, my era, we grew up and we didn't have much in one-parent homes, and then when we got kids, we wanted so much better, but we forgot some of the foundational things that our mothers implement. You know what I'm saying? Home, so we wanted to make sure that they wore nice clothes and had the best of everything and
Yeah.
got the foundation thing. So they own a Carlton Banks, man. And
Yeah.
social media, we're at the point where I think, just to simplify it, nobody wants to crawl, everybody wants to run.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to stray away from words like nobody, everybody, all of
Right.
up to generations, because it's the same like with us in our generation. It was a whole bunch of wills, it was a whole bunch of wants, it was a whole bunch of do's, a whole bunch of don'ts. It's the same with this generation and the generation to come, and so on and so forth.
It's gonna be
as many, right? I've met as many hungry,
no doubt,
striving in the right direction, barbers, right?
No doubt.
Like that brother that was just on here.
Wavy Kev and Cold.
Wavy Kid Kev, Coldest Clippers, Cut Flow, well, Dre up there with us.
Right.
We've met over time, and I continue to meet as many.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Hungry, ready to, you put them in the right direction, they getting there.
Yeah.
Every one of them is three.
Right.
Right. Three.
And I just mean and I meant more the masses, just period. People watching social media and see that people are getting paid from social media, and so everybody like you made mention earlier, nobody is creating their own lane and seeing what people are doing, and the influence is making people carbon copies to try to get to that same status, not realizing what it is that Cuts by Reggie had to do to build up to the point where he's at. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I hate that about, that's one of my dislikes about social media, right? I love social media.
Right.
I do. I love everything that social media offers.
Absolutely.
It offers a lot of opportunity. It offers a lot of entertainment. It offers a lot of knowledge. It offers a lot of connection ability. It offers a lot of value in a lot of different ways. But what I absolutely cannot stand about social media is it as much good that it offers is so wide open for what it can be, that people with the wrong mindset and people with weaker wills, they get sucked into it and absorbed by the illusion of what social media actually is, and it changes the trajectory of their life.
Right.
People, I've seen adults, people older than us, spend more time chasing the illusion that social media offers a stranger than they do giving time to their family or giving time to themselves.
But you gotta think of this is what they see more.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like they when you sit down, and it's crazy to say this while we on here, but that's more of what their eyes are gravitating to. If you're a barber and you slow in the shop, some of them just get on social media. When you sitting at home, even when you turn on TV, you on social media. You know what I'm saying? On your phone still. So more people see that more than they even, more than you think.
Right.
You know what I mean? Than you see in actual reality. You know what I'm saying? So
remember, I know you done heard this before, right? Do you remember when you was working? Matter of fact, you ain't just heard this. You done had this conversation before. I guarantee it. Do you remember sitting in the break room or sitting on the line or sitting, whatever you doing with a coworker? You was like, man, something about this, bro, don't feel right. I spent more time here than I do with my family. I'm giving 70% of my life to work, 20% to my family, and I ain't got barely nothing for myself.
Yeah.
Now think about that. Isn't it crazy how social media has taken the place of work? Think about that.
Yeah.
Social media has taken that 70% of a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
So with
that
being the case, what are some productive ways as a barber, social media influence? Because I'm calling it 2023. Cuz by Reggie, social media influence, right? We're gonna put it out there. Put a
Let's
stamp.
go.
Blue.com, boy. Right? We're gonna call it. So what is some of your advice? This is a hot seat on the spot question too, right?
Let's go. Let's go.
What is some of Reggie's advice, huh? As a barber, business owner, social media influencer, what advice does Reggie have on how to maintain balance?
Woo. So I say, and I don't know if this, sometimes I'll post something, get off. You get what I'm saying? Post it, get off. Put in your mind that you got something else to do. Get what I'm saying? Even with my wife do this on her phone. There's a time limit thing you can put on your phone if you struggle with it, put a time limit on it. You get what I'm saying? But make a post, close it out, go back to it later. I think that's one of the problems people get caught up in is seeing how many people liked it, see how many people commented on it, see how many people are just sharing it. You get what I'm saying? But just give it time, let it do what it's gonna do. You get what I'm saying? But then that also goes back into why are you doing social media?
Right.
Are you trying to promote your brand? Because once you post it, you promote it. Get off of it for a second. You get what I'm saying? If you're trying to get your numbers, it all leads into what are you trying to do with it?
Yeah.
And being on it, give yourself an hour. If you really need to, give yourself an hour to actually be on it, content hour. Give yourself 1 hour and call it engagement hour. All right. You give yourself 1 hour to be on there, and then after that, you don't post it, you don't comment it, you don't message people. Put your phone down. You know what I'm saying?
If you just joined us, the question was, how can you find balance with your social media usage, being a barber or stylist, professional who uses social media in conjunction with your profession? How can you find balance between work, because that's also work, and life?
Yeah.
Reggie's answer was just giving you, narrow it down. First, figure out what's your purpose. What is it that you, what's your goal? Now, when you post, remove yourself from it. Get on up out of that. He said, call it, what you say, call it? The
engagement hour. Engagement hour.
Engage it for an hour, 10 minutes, get up out of that thing.
Right.
But what you getting right now is an actual live building project. We finna give you building points on things that you can use, you can implement in your life tonight to help you to maintain balance. Because I guarantee you, there's somebody over here, your wife or your girlfriend, busting your ass.
Do what?
On social media too much.
Right.
I'm going through it right now. Right.
The text message been coming through.
Right now.
Miss Cuts by Reggie, I promise you, we finna get off this thing.
Right now.
We trying to squeeze this last.
Look, y'all about to make my weekend seem like it was nothing.
Hey, that honey-do list gonna be this damn long.
You understand?
So, in the scope of what we're doing, Ash, what's a diamond you can give them? How can you build on that platform that Reggie?
I'm about to,
it's a good question because I'm learning. Because for me, it doesn't come as easy because I'm starting to post more. So I think for me, that off day, you know what I'm saying, spending time, like you said, an hour or so trying to get it together, putting together content maybe more in bulk a little bit, and then throughout the week, if you're in the shop, in between cuts, lunch, being able to post it, so that way you're not spending as much time when you get home trying to lock it in, because that's a battle that I'm trying to fight with, just creating that balance for myself. So that his advice was great, and so
I also saw KG Cuss jumping here. KG Cuss of MLB, what's going on?
What's up, KG?
Boy. So you got eyes. He's telling you, focus your times. You got a break coming up. Decide what you want to do with that break, and if you want to add social media into it, you can use. Sometimes if you know you just finna eat your little cheese sandwich, eat your cheese sandwich and post at the same time. If you got some time in between getting off and getting home, post at that time. This is what I'm gonna give you, right? This is what I learned. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Let's speak on Instagram. That's probably one of the most popular ones that most people have, right? Instagram has what they call a insight button. You can go to the insight of all your videos that you post, all the videos that you've been featured in, all the videos you've been tagged in. You can go to the insight and you can see what numbers, what engagements, how long it's been up, what time was the most active time that video was receiving engagement from other people, followers alike. What they do, what I've implemented into my life, I pay attention to that. If you've been paying attention to my posts lately, I've been posting at the same time every day. That's because I've figured out, based on that engagement tab, which is free to you. You don't have to have a business account, nothing. It's free to you. Instagram has included in how they do their business. You click it, scroll down, find the insight. Okay, 11:30 is the best time for me to post. Or they don't even make it that specific. It's a window.
Right.
Window. It might be from 1 o'clock in the evening to 11:30 at night. Now you've narrowed down when you should be active. Now what you do is you playing your life. You playing your life with your family. And then you playing social media around life. You don't plan your life around social media.
There's also a save drafts button as well. Like load them up, and then when you're ready to post it.
Slam. People are seeing them like, damn, he going crazy. Yeah, you've been saving them for a month.
They've been in there. They've been in there. Now it's time to unload.
I tell you another one. When you going through them sounds, like when you scrolling up, save them. Yeah. Because I used to fall into the trap. I hear dope sound. Oh man, they got a million responses.
Right.
I need to get on it right now. No, save it. Use it later. Cut it up. Use it twice. There's so many ways to do this.
Right.
Don't allow social media to become the thing that dictates your time. We can't do it. So with that being said, look, we gonna go get about this thing. Thank you so much, bro. I heard.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man.
Or she finna get on your ass on this live.
So, but y'all know though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
It sounds, mama. I've been in the house, bro. You better not never do it. We ain't gonna have that happen to you, bro. I cannot thank you enough, bro.
I appreciate y'all for sure. Appreciate
so much. So
thank you, man. Everybody that jumped in, check him out, Cuss by Reggie, on all social media platforms.
Everywhere. Cuss by Reggie everywhere.
Also, follow the I Cut My Way Out podcast page. Check us out. We'll get this up and going next week. And man, it's been an honor. I look forward to meet you in person.
Definitely.
So, also give a shout out. 4 Miles, they've been rocking with us, so we just want to think you do a video with them, and so we've been rocking a little bit. So definitely want to give them a shout out. Appreciate what they're doing.
Most definitely. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, if you're not already subscribed, look, I'm ready.
Everything.
If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to Cuss by Reggie. If you're not already following, I Cut My Way Out _pod. You can go up and click the arrow, drop down, I Cut My Way pod, follow, turn on the bell for all notifications. You'll know when we're going live. if you have a story to tell, you want to be featured on a platform, make sure you do not waste the time to throw it in the inbox at I cut my way out _pod, and we'll get you on this thing, man. We'll hit. We got show promotion that June 11th, Tennessee Trade Show. If you're gonna be in the Tennessee area, make sure you make it down to the Tennessee Trade Show. You don't want to miss it. Oh my God, that's why she on your ass, bro. You got the barber shop at the crib first. You got the whole barber store at the crib, and you got the nerve to be online.
I said, let me show them real quick. Let me show that real quick.
Oh my God.
I got a fetish. You got
a fetish. You got an all-out problem.
I said I got a few more seconds. Let me show them this real quick.
You might need some counseling for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all so much. Have a good one.
Hey, I appreciate y'all.
FX, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I definitely just followed you back, bro. We always follow back, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Y'all be blessed and be great.